Hi folks, I'm Matt and welcome to My Expanded Universe, a show where I go through the entire EU in chronological order as best I know how. Folks, has it already been 3 weeks? Oh my goodness, I'm having so much fun talking about this Jedi Apprentice series that time has flown by. But let's get to it, shall we? So, book number 13 is next. It's called Dangerous Rescue. And this basically ends the storyline I talked about last week with Jenna Zan Arbor and, the rescuing of Qui-Gon Jinn. Again, this little 3-part series is really a good one. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the villain. I enjoy everything about this series. I'm going to give my wrap-up at the end of the video. But let's go to book 14 real quick. Book 14 is called Ties That Bind. It's got about Qui-Gon going off to assist Tal in a politically unstable world. Now, Tal is a woman that Qui-Gon is in love with. Yes, the Jedi are forbidden to love, but he loves her genuinely and cares about her. And he basically tells her that in the book. You're like, whoa, whoa, whoa! Jedi are forbidden to love, right? That's what we're told. But Qui-Gon can't stop his heart. This is a man who's a rogue, right? We always know he was kind of a rogue Jedi. He thought differently than the Jedi Council. That's probably why he wasn't on the Jedi Council to begin with. He just had different ideas. He followed his heart. And his heart says, I love Tal. Now, is this a contradiction within the series? No, it's not. It's just Qui-Gon being Qui-Gon. Okay, so now we get to book 15. Book 15 is called Death of Hope. And in this one, it basically shows flashbacks of Qui-Gon's youth, but not with his master. Remember, episode 2 had not come out yet, so they weren't sure who his master was. So they left Count Dooku out of everything. In fact, they probably didn't even know about Count Dooku. Jude Watson didn't when she wrote it. So Qui-Gon is, it's just kind of showing a little bit more of his past as a youth, which I do love. They didn't make enough stories of young Qui-Gon. That's one thing I wish I would have seen more of. I would have loved to have seen that. I love Qui-Gon Jinn as a character. He's much more interesting in the books, trust me. So, after that, it's time to go to book 16. Book 16 is called Call to Vengeance. And it basically completes the Tal trilogy. Remember, Tal's the woman Qui-Gon's in love with. I'm not going to give any spoilers here, but this is another great story plot line within this series. There are so many good ones. Seriously, I can't think of a bad book in the Jedi Apprentice series. That's how much I respect this whole series as one complete set. I really love it. It beats a lot of the adult fiction that I've read. Honestly, it's that good. Again, getting ahead of myself. Let's go to book 17. Book 17 is called The Only Witness. And of course, both of the Jedi are sent to protect a witness from testifying to the Senate against her home planet. Now, this actually is very unique because it introduces Jocasta New, the librarian, the Jedi librarian, for the first time before episode 2 came out. Now, they knew about the character. They knew who she was going to be in it. So they wanted to go ahead and put someone in there that was going to be in the upcoming movie. So they put her in it. She makes a guest star appearance in it. Now, to be honest, I didn't make the connection when I saw the movie. I didn't pay that much attention until later going back and look over it. I saw, oh, okay, it's the same person. Cool. So just one of those little things they made to make sure everything melds and bridges in to episode 2. Okay, it's time to get to the 18th and final book in the series. It's called The Threat Within. And basically, in this one, Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi stop sabotagers on an industrial planet, Vorzid V. Now, Vorzid V, some of my old school Star Wars fans should be going, wait a minute, Matt, where have I heard that before? You heard it in the old Marvel comic strip series that came out in 1979. That's right. Jude Watson uses the same planet from that comic strip in her book. Well, I remember when I was reading it, I thought the same thing. I was like, where have I heard that planet before? Because it's so unique. And yeah, it was in what is collected in, I think, the classic Star Wars, which we'll talk about another day. But I love those little connections. Remember, folks, this is a children's book. Why would they make connections like that in a children's book? Because they knew people like me were reading it. So overall, what did I think about the Jedi Apprentice series? Come on, you know already. I think it's awesome. In fact, in my top 5 young adult book series, this one is number 3, the whole series. Top 5 young adult books, this series, number 3 overall. That's right, I have a top 5 for everything. But I'll reveal my other ones later on. This series, well worth your time. I know it's 18 books. I don't think it's that hard to find. Don't judge the cover by their size. I know they're little books, but they got a lot in them. There's a lot of good storytelling done. I think Jude Watson does an excellent job. Of course, Dave Wolverton started off, but Jude Watson took the ball and carried it all the way for a touchdown. These books are awesome. You got to check them out. On a side note, Yub Nub, if you're listening, you can come home now. Kind of getting lonely doing this all by myself, and I need my little fuzzy co-pilot with me. So I'm sorry about the fight, leaving you out in the cold. So come on back, please. Okay, folks, that's all the time I have. I'll see you next week with another video.
I love pictures, especially when they move.
Shh.